Welcome to the weekly watch of March 5th, 2014. I'm your host, Darkly10000, and with me today is Truman and Nathan.
Isn't it just the weekly watch right now?
It is. But the whole show... That's just a segment of the weekly watch. So obviously we're not going to be watching, or talking about... What were we supposed to watch?
Kimi Todoke?
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna say right now I don't like it, but
how is that even possible? Like, I'm rewatching it, like in the spare time I have, I'm just rewatching it, and it's like, wow, like thinking maybe it was just a nostalgia vision that I liked it. Nope, not even a little bit. It's better the second time around.
Next week, Truman.
All right. But, okay, so weekly watch. Weekly. Wait, what? I got confused.
How are you getting confused? You're the one who came up with the name.
I know, because it's a very catchy name.
Oh, God.
All right. Should we start off big with the main one, Kill la Kill?
Of course, as always, as usual.
So
I was wrong.
You were wrong, which she didn't get out. But I was actually. I mean, I was pretty much right.
She Satsuki totally breaks out of super jail.
What I didn't think was going to happen was Ryuko getting captured, and that was the crazy shot. Just the 180 flip right there.
I love that 180 flip.
It's like, oh my god, like what a fucking cliffhanger right there. Satsuki dual wielding, wearing what's his name? Senketsu, yeah. And then Ryuko being evil, wearing Junketsu. Like, just, oh my god. I cannot wait for the next episode to come out. I was on the edge of my seat. And I don't know, because you guys probably don't know, because you guys don't, really look into it. So, the major theory going on right now is that Mako's gonna die next episode.
Oh, I hope not. That'll be sad.
Because in like one of the early episodes, if you pause the frame while she was wearing glasses and flipped the frame around, it said 2-1 I die. So,
well, let's be serious here. How many of these theories have been correct?
Well, honestly, by the sheer number of theories that have been thrown out, at least someone's theory has been right almost every single time. So there's that.
Well, how
major
many
theories
are there normally?
There's literally anything you can guess under the sun has been a theory at some point.
So, like, 0.25% are right.
Yes. But this is a big one. 21 I die.
And who was that?
Mako.
So,
Because Mako is the Kamina of this show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want her to die. I like Mako.
I know, everyone likes Mako. I don't think there is a person who doesn't like Mako. So, yeah, I really hope it doesn't happen. But at the same time, I just can't wait to see that fight. That is going to be such an awesome fight.
we also get a reason why Nui is so powerful. Finally.
I mean, it was pretty obvious that she was a life fiber monster.
It was obvious, but I was just like, I need a more solid, give it to me, what she is.
I mean, at least she was born from the life fiber. I thought she might have been some kind of like envoy, is that the right word? From the life fibers to Ryuko, like a emissary or something. But no, she was just born from the life fibers, which means they're all sisters.
Well, she does say that.
Yay.
Sort of.
Yay, they're all sisters. See, now it's a family story.
But she's the shitty sister that was adopted. And by adopted, I mean created in a laboratory.
Yeah. But I mean, Ryuko was killed in a laboratory, so you know.
But she wasn't created in one.
It's pretty close. Oh, what was the other thing? Also, I'm really hoping that
they don't fuck it up.
Next episode they have the fight. You know, they save Ryuko, and then they switch outfits, and Satsuki will start to be able to speak with Junketsu. That's my hope.
Oh, man, and you thought Satsuki wasn't going to get enough screen time. She just stole the show, pretty much, right now.
I know, right? I was, literally, my worries are out the door. Like, it's just like, boom. Yes, she is now the main character. Actually, let me change what I hope. I hope just Mako doesn't die, Ryuko dies, and boom, Satsuki main character. They just, boom. Complete 180 for the show.
No, I don't want that because I still want it to end with the X/.
The epic slash.
The X/X. The coolest letter of the alphabet. Each one of them.
It's not going to be an X/. They're going to combine the scissor swords and cut off her head. That's what it's going to end on.
Well, it's still an X/ is a cut straight through, with each person holding one blade.
And so Truman, I don't think Satsuki's ever gonna be able to talk with the God Road.
Really? You don't think so?
She kind of hates them.
Also, I assume the reason Ryoko's able to is because she has life fibers inside of her.
That's true. I see what you're saying.
So
you have a very valid point.
The last thing I really want to say is I love the setup, like when she shows up wearing Sanketsu. She's like, I have no right to wear you. You should hate me. But we need to work together. Because we're the only ones who can stop her. It's
also,
like, I just love that line.
Sanketsu was made for Ryoko.
Yeah, that's actually it's a very good
Especially
point.
made for her, so.
Also, actually, we didn't really bring it up, but the whole escape scene was pretty awesome. Just Satsuki just kicking ass through the school. That was pretty awesome.
It was her running.
Yes.
It shows how pathetically weak they are without anyone in them, the life fiber suits.
Or does it show how badass Satsuki is?
It shows that she's better than normal people who just get eaten.
Which we were aware of at this point.
Yes, we were very aware of it.
So, alright. Switch over to Samurai Flamenco.
Okay, too big. Just too big, too fast. You cannot have an entire arc in one episode.
Oh, yeah. I thought that was gonna be, like, that arc would be the final arc of the show. Nope. They wrapped it up in one episode.
They wrapped it up in half an episode, pretty much.
It's true.
Like, he goes to space,
crazy.
He learns the motives of the aliens, he fights the aliens, he grows into a giant, fights on the moon against the aliens, and then he meets God.
Yep.
And we finally learned what flamenco means.
Oh,
no, we don't know what flamenco means. All we know is that it's a mispronunciation of a word that may be able to grant a wish.
No, that was the explanation.
Yeah, that's not what flamenco is. That's just, it's a mispronunciation.
No, he said...
Flamenco doesn't mean anything.
Well, okay, but it's a mispronunciation, but that's why everything has been flamenco. Everything's been flamenco because it was all based off this thing that was the wish-granting thing. That's why everything's been flamenco.
But if it's a mispronunciation, why does it work?
Because it's special, because it's magic. It's the magic.
Because it's in the name of the show.
No, it's not the magic. It sounds like the magic. I'm pretty sure even in the episode...
He said, no, he definitely said it was a mispronunciation. He did say. He said flamenco is a mispronunciation of...
Flamenco or whatever. But after they say that, Masayashi's like, "What? Then why does it work?"
Oh, well, I don't know. But the point is, I'm pretty sure that was the explanation. I don't think there's going to be another one. I think that was it, Nate.
Yeah, no, I assume that's what it is. But it's just like they realize they were like, "Yeah, it's something stupid. But we don't care."
That's not the point of it.
Yeah, that's actually pretty true. They're kind of like, oh, it's this thing, whatever. It doesn't matter. Everything was called Flamenco. Deal with it.
What annoys me is they ended the episode, and there's like what 4 or 5 more episodes left, I think.
There's 3 episodes. No, sorry,
4.
wrong show.
4.
But like,
Samurai Flamenco 4? Yeah,
There's
4
4.
episodes.
after talking to basically God,
Yeah, after talking to God and being like, you know what, I don't want to fight anymore.
He just claimed he was done fighting, so I don't really know. Yeah, where
no,
else is
not
this
that he's done
gonna go?
fighting.
No.
Not that he's done fighting. That he doesn't want any more like
He
big
doesn't want to-
opponents.
Yeah, he doesn't want to keep going into this.
Yeah.
But he will still
just-
fight injustice.
Yeah, he will still be a hero for the people and whatnot, and try and help
True.
Japan. But there's 4 episodes. Something has to happen.
But no, God said,
Like this.
there's no more.
Yeah, this is so the last episode. Like it was so last episode. It was funny.
Maybe like
But there's
one more.
4 more
There could have been like one more wind down episode after that. Also,
Yeah, maybe a wrap up.
also all Sentai in the world is a hero from a different universe that has done the
God.
same thing with this god.
It was just like what? What is going? It really just escalated really quickly. Although my favorite part of the episode, King Torture.
Yeah.
Just seeing King Torture again made me happy.
Oh, what was it? Hold on. So the aliens created King Torture, which means the aliens must have created From Beyond, because King Torture got his stuff from Beyond, but the Senator controlled From Beyond to make his conspiracy to defeat the aliens?
Yeah, it was all
Yes.
a part of the alien plan to cultivate Samurai Flamenco so that they could evolve him and absorb all of humanity into their consciousness.
But the aliens were also him from an alternate dimension.
No, From Beyond was also... From Beyond Flamenco was him from an alternate dimension.
Yeah.
No, he said. I thought he said that the actual the alien flamenco was him. Was what's his
No.
name?
No, because they're from the same universe. They can't be the same. They're from the same universe.
I thought that was what that confused me.
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
No. What? I thought that's what God said. God said that like that would have been you in another dimension.
Yeah, in another dimension, he would have been absorbed into the alien.
But he said he would have been the alien.
Yeah, by being absorbed into the alien, he becomes the alien. You don't get this. It's a collective hive mind being.
I understand that, but the root
Sure.
of it.
What you're saying doesn't make any sense, Truman.
I understand that, and that's why I was very confused by this episode. It was confusing as shit.
Everything was explained. Sort of.
But, like, sort of. I have no idea where they're gonna go from there. Like,
It's gonna be going back to its roots, I guess?
how weird would that be? If it just goes from, like, giant fighting on the moon to just stopping dudes who, like, steal a purse. Like, that would be pretty weird, just for, like, 3 episodes of that, and then it's just over. Like, that would be anticlimactic.
I'm just so confused.
Alright. So what's the next one? What's the other show we watch?
We watched Super Sonico.
The best episode so far.
I hate this episode with a passion.
Dude, murder. It was the murder mystery episode.
It was a
Are you kidding
terrible
me?
murder mystery.
It was an
Yeah.
incredible murder mystery.
Terrible. Murder mysteries are only good if they give you enough fucking clues to solve the mystery.
No, because
You get
obviously
none of those clues. The only reason I guessed right was because I'm just like, the maid did it. Whatever.
Okay, just looking her at the very beginning, I knew she was the one that did it.
Exactly. It was obvious that it was her the whole time.
It does not give you the right clues. All it is full of fake theories that don't work and are stupid.
Because, okay, Truman calls it a murder mystery. It's not a murder mystery.
I know, but it's set up as a murder mystery. That's what pisses me off.
Mystery. It's who knocked out Sonico.
No, it's a
knocked out.
let's listen to stupid inane theories and make fun of it. That's all the episode was.
Which I hate.
Which I love.
Hated this
episode. I felt like there was some character there, and Super Sonico had the minorest role.
Super Sonico's dead. The whole episode.
Super Sonico was pretty much asleep the entire episode.
With headphones on.
Well, that's
okay. She got knocked out with her headphones on, so I don't.
But they didn't take them off. The headphones, I think, are just fused to her head.
Oh no,
I don't think she ever has taken them off.
I don't think she's actually a person. I think she's a robot.
I don't think she has ears. She might be a robot.
And that is just part of her design. Like she needs it to be there.
She does have the personality of a robot.
Exactly.
I mean, also her name is Super Sonico. Like, she doesn't have a first name.
No,
her
she
first
does.
name is Super.
She has a first name. I just always forget it, because all we do is ever call her Super Sonico.
No,
Whenever she introduces herself. Not as a model.
Herself as Super
She said-
Sonico.
Only as a model.
it's
When she talks to other people.
No, her friends and stuff call her Super Sonico. Like, when they use her full names in certain times.
She has another name. I'm going to look this up right now. You guys talk about something.
I just googled it as well at the same time.
God damn it.
Wait, what?
I mean, I'm pretty sure you're wrong.
I'm pretty sure you're wrong.
Go for it. Are you talking about how they call her Nico? Because that's Sonic. That's the end of Sonico.
I know, but shut up.
Like, you go for it. Go look for something, but I'm pretty sure she doesn't.
Go to hell.
Like, her first name is Super and Sonico. which is
This
awesome.
show is irritating me now. You know what? The show should have just been Sonico Trip died, show's over, I'm done.
No, I would have loved that.
I would have been just like, oh, okay, and then 20 minutes of just black screen.
But then that's what this episode was. So you should have loved it.
But she wasn't dead. The series is not over.
No, of course not.
Exactly. That's exactly the opposite of what I just said.
Oh, man. All right. Okay.
I don't know
Alright,
how
how
you
about,
fucked that up.
How about Norigami? Norigami 8.
Origami.
Or as I like to call it, Yukine continuing to be a bitch. Like, Yukine Bitch Master 5000.
Yep.
All episode.
Like, it's... But what bugs me the most, and honestly, this is just a serious flaw I have with just the show in general, is at no point up till literally the end of this episode when, what's the guy's name? Yano?
Yato.
Yato. Until Yato was literally about to die, that's the moment when they decide to tell him that, oh, hey, by the way, like, when you do bad things, Yato, like, gets dead, like, gets killed.
Yeah, okay. I watched episode 9. Have you?
I have no, I only watched 8.
I'm pretty sure I watched 9.
Okay.
I thought we were just gonna talk about 8, so I didn't watch 9.
Yeah.
I forgot.
I'll put it off until next time.
Okay.
So, like, I feel like there's a reason for that.
Well, okay, I mean, I don't know. Maybe 9 will give an adequate explanation. Although I don't know how you could make it. They'd have to really pull something out of their ass to explain why no one ever mentioned to Yukine that being just a bitchy little.
Okay, why no
asshole
one
is
does,
bad.
I don't know why no one does, but why Yato doesn't, I have an idea.
Okay, fine. Yato might have some kind of reason, but the girl knew. The dude for the
For
poverty
Bishamon?
god. No, not her. The dude, the big guy.
Yeah, the
Oh.
buff guy. The buff
For
guy
the
who turns
poverty
into a
god.
beautiful fan.
Okay, the poverty
Yeah,
god,
the buff guy.
the poverty goddess, regalia guy, he doesn't
He could have mentioned it
leave,
at some point.
he never leaves her side.
That's true. Okay.
And, like, there's one time he could have said something, and that was when they broke up the fight. But there were giant phantoms leaking out into the world. Probably not the best time to just sit and chat.
I guess mainly it's the fact that the girl says nothing, even though she's like, "Oh, I'm so worried," but by the way, I'm not going to say anything that could make it any better.
Well, I mean, if you look at, I think it's episode 6 or 7, she talks to Yato about it, and she's like, "Oh,
Yeah, she talks to
just treat him like
Yato about
treat him like a human, and treat him as a person and not your weapon or whatever, and he'll come around."
It's like they don't do anything to possibly correct him. They're just like, "Oh, he did something wrong again. Ah, that sucks." Like that was literally like 3 episodes in a row. It was just that. Just like, "Oh, he did something shitty again because he went into a little bitch fit. That's too bad." Like that was like 3 different episodes.
This is the
And, I don't
episode
know.
where they kill the giant moth, right?
Yes.
Okay.
No, that was episode 7.
Oh.
Episode 8 is
Yeah,
when he wrecks up the school.
Yeah, he starts breaking up the school with a hammer. Or-
Holy shit, I never saw this episode.
Yeah, no, Anime Freak or whatever it is, they have that as episode 8. Or, no, they skipped episode 8. So what they have as episode 8 is actually episode 9.
Okay. I was wondering why I was confused while watching this episode.
Yeah, like, I watched, like, when I went there and I started watching, I'm like, wait, what the hell? And then it went to the title screen thing. And it
Okay.
said chapter 9, and
I'm gonna be happy that I skipped this episode because I was totally sick of watching Yukine be more of a bitch.
yeah, this
Oh,
one,
cool.
this one is him
So
being super bitch. This is his
He's
bitchiest moment.
this is him just being really, really big. He basically gets into a fit and then just starts attacking, just breaking the school, just vandalizing the school.
I saw it in a
And then-
flashback.
No,
Yeah.
And then no one does anything. And that's what happens.
Oh, okay. No one does anything because regular people don't really see him.
Well, not okay.
And
Yato and the girl. and the girl.
Yato was dealing with a kid that was contemplating suicide and killing a bully. And once Yukine goes off, Yato just fucking goes unconscious on the floor.
That's true.
And he was
Although
like,
I would think
shit. And,
I would think dealing with Yukine would be a little more important.
Nah.
no.
Kid's gotta work things out.
Well, Yato was paid, so he actually had an obligation to help the kid, but
Yeah, and he's like excused every time for like why are you not doing anything? It's just like, oh well, it's troublesome age. Like I think they've used that line like 4 times already.
they use it a few times.
And I don't know. My favorite, basically, what's carrying this show for me is how great the poverty goddess is. Kofu, that's her name, right?
Yeah, Kofu, yeah, I think so. See, for
Basically,
me,
how great she is.
for me, it's just everyone but Yukine.
It's just Yukine is such a bitch.
But
It's so annoying, and it's like like 4 episodes straight have been just like Yukine's a bitch. Something bad happens because of it.
I remember when like episode 5 or something wasn't put up on Anime Freak or whatever. So when I looked, and people were like, "Oh yeah, this is when Yukine starts being a bitch."
And I'm like,
They're like,
I'm glad
"Yeah,
this is the general consensus of everything.
Yeah, the next few episodes are just going to be Yukine being a bitch. So I kind of expected it, and maybe that's why it doesn't irk me as much as like Truman. But
It's a long time, apparently. It's apparently 20 minutes longer than what I thought.
like for people that had to read the manga, I feel bad for them because this would be like months of episode of the manga.
That's pretty true. God, can you even imagine? Just like you're going from episode to just waiting months and months. Like, oh man, new chapter's coming out. Hope it's really cool. Oh, it's Yukine being more of a bitch. Wonderful.
But next episode is better about it.
Okay, well, then I'll get to 9. Apparently, both of you guys already saw it. The one time I think, okay, cool, I'm finally on track with everyone. Nate watches ahead, and then Jay watches the wrong episode.
That's not my fault.
Well, okay, I watched ahead because we couldn't do it Monday, so I was like, we may
How's
talk
that not
about
your
it.
fault?
Because the website put up the wrong episode.
No, I'm just saying, we were like, okay, let's try and do this on Monday, but I was home visiting my family, so we had to put it off. I'm like, you know what? We're going deep enough into the next week where I don't see it as being that much of a problem for me to watch this.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I get what you're saying.
Because it had been out for like 3 days, so I'm like, you know what?
Yeah, I didn't because I was thinking, all right, we'll chalk out one episode every week, blah, blah, blah. But
Well,
I get where you're coming from.
Well, now we gotta... Now, we might have to do 2 of that one. But, what's
Whatever.
next?
Nisekoi? What happened to Nisekoi?
You forgot Space Dandy. What happened in Space Dandy?
Oh, I did forget Space Dandy. Space... What did
Plants.
happen in Space Dandy?
Plants.
Oh,
Plants.
the plant episode. Oh, okay. So I thought this one was weird because this one was a straight up art episode.
Plants don't count. Living and talking
Like,
plants
this was
don't count as aliens, apparently.
Nope, they count as plants.
That was
They're
weird.
Not aliens.
That just really bugged me, and I get the whole point of it being an artsy episode thing, but I was like, really? They're sentient.
No.
That...
I mean, it was obvious this episode was meant to. This was just going to be an artsy episode where stuff happens. Just like this was not a story-driven episode. This was an art-driven episode, and I thought that was pretty. Which I thought it was great. Like it was really
Yeah, I really like the
really
episode.
artsy. Yeah, but you had to realize and put the story off to the side because it was a. Hey, watch the pretty pictures.
But I'm just still blown away by, like, the fact that, oh, aliens take all these different shapes and sizes, except plants. They just don't count.
One thing I did like about it is, like, and this kind of just, I kind of mentioned it before, just I love how varied the alien designs are in this series. It's just, like, there is so many different designs for the aliens. They're just vastly different. Like just the plant monsters, the plant aliens were just so, just I don't know, like not something you would expect. You know, like
Well,
every
it's like
single
what I
one
said.
of them.
It's like what I said way back when I'm just like, anything goes. You can have a flaming skull, but you can't have a plant as an alien.
Okay, I felt like when I watched, I felt that was just QT didn't realize what they were dealing with.
No, he gave them a description. They are plants that move and talk and stuff.
See, I don't remember him giving him a description. I just remember Danny going, there's some pretty weird alien plants here. And he's like, well, plants don't really count. So I don't think QT realized that they were like sentient beings.
Also, why doesn't he always just have his translator on? Maybe I should turn on my translator.
Well, look at what happens to his laser gun. It's always out of batteries. Same thing. At least he doesn't. If he left it on, then he'd run out of batteries when he needed it. So far, he is not. The batteries for his translator has not once been dead. So that's the reason. Boom.
Shut up. That's dumb.
It makes
Things-
sense, doesn't it? There's
The batteries die for things for plot convenience, alright? The batteries of the translator are gonna die at some point for a plot.
hey, they haven't happened so far. Dandy realizes the translator is much more important than the laser gun.
And I got so excited when he pulled out the laser gun. I was like, oh, here it comes! Oh, it's out of batteries.
Batteries.
I was so looking forward.
It's like the second time it's been out of batteries, right?
I was so looking forward to the stylish shooting.
He does shoot pretty great. But I thought I liked this episode. I enjoyed it a lot more than the dog episode. I thought the dog episode was kind of like the low point, the low episode.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if you guys know. So Nisekoi's been confirmed for 20 episodes.
Yeah, I saw that on my anime list.
That's a weird number.
It is a weird number. But that's what it is.
Are they gonna... Bakemonogatari was confirmed for 20 episodes. Then they released 4 episodes online only. And that... Because, they ended it in the middle of the cat arc. Oh my god, he's turned into a cat! Series ends on TV. But online, they released the next 4 episodes to finish that arc.
It's kind of weird.
Shaft does weird things.
Okay. Now we're talking about Nisekoi, right?
Yeah, since you brought it up.
Which is okay. So, what did happen in Nisekoi?
What is love?
Yeah.
Was it just the hitman girl trying to figure out what love was?
Baby, don't hurt me. Baby, don't hurt me. You know what? I really do love that.
You love love. Is that what you're trying to say, Nate or Jay?
Love is a miracle.
Love is a miracle.
To quote one of my favorite characters, love is a miracle.
Oh, man.
Also, Durian, dragon, meow. But I want to say that I love how the main character of Shu just isn't forgotten. He's still there. He exists in the world. Even as just, Shu, he's the blonde-haired guy.
He's the guy's best friend. Truman?
What show are we talking about? What
Nisekoi.
Nisekoi. The guy that was
guy?
Yeah, the blonde guy.
The guy that's
wears glasses.
How did you get a girlfriend before me? This is impossible.
Oh, the glasses guy? He's blonde?
Yeah.
Yes. What do you think he
he's the
was?
glasses guy. I don't know. He's the glasses guy. I just looked at his picture. I guess he is blonde. Okay. He was glasses guy. That was the only defining feature he had in my mind. Continue, sorry.
But I love how he shows up. Not as just this bullshit token character, which I'll probably get to later. And I love this show more than Kimi no Todoke.
How is that even possible? I don't understand how.
Oh, it's probably next week.
We'll put that off because I don't understand. I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna keep watching it, and I'll probably get to the end of it by next week, just because I'll have some free time. Pretty sure I'm gonna be moving it up to my top 5. And I'm just like, what? Wait, what happened in the last episode of Zvezda?
They were broken into by the leader of White Light.
Oh, that was it. The White Light person broke in, and then with the cakes and the mind control.
Really quick, what I want to say about that episode is they need to start doing some explaining.
Explaining what?
More of the backstory.
If you want explanations from Zvezda, Jay, you're gonna have a bad time.
I want some backstory. That's all I'm asking for.
Like what?
Because apparently they all know the White Light leader.
Yeah, because the White Light leader is the younger sister to the leader of the gang that the fat guy used to be a part of, and the eye patch girl was the youngest sister of that same family.
Yeah, so I want to explore that a little bit more. Just a little bit more.
I'm sure at some point they've brought it up now. At some point they're going to bring up the event that split them and why one girl went White Light and blames the breakup of their gang on Zvezda, and the other two joined Zvezda.
I hope they go that way because I want that. I want it to go that way. I want to see what the fuck happens.
It's definitely going to happen, Jay. I mean, they just brought up the whole thing last episode. They're definitely going to explain it.
I'm not saying they're not going to explain it. I'm saying that's what I want them to do.
Well, good, because I bet they will.
Jay,
God damn it, right.
Jay, you have to understand that the way you're saying that makes it seem like you don't think they're going to do that.
I don't give a fuck.
Like, they've explained every other character's backstory except those three. So, I mean, those are the three characters they need, or I guess two, really, because two of the Zvezda people, they're the only two left they really need to explain the backstories for. So
they better do it.
And I'm sure they will.
Good.
It's not. This isn't like a thing where I don't think I don't think anyone.
I just feel like you're arguing with me right now for no reason.
I am, because you're saying it in a very, like, you're saying it in a way where you don't think it's gonna happen when it almost 100% will.
And it better. I'm saying I'm gonna be really disappointed if it doesn't happen.
Okay.
In fact,
right.
I might hate this show if it doesn't happen.
Really, this is, like, I think I mentioned it before, but I think this is my favorite show from just this season alone. I'm looking at the list. I think from just this season, this is the show I'm enjoying the most. Oh, Space Dandy. Fine, next to Space Dandy.
Did we have anything else to say about Nisekoi? Because we jumped ship pretty quick.
I mean, this was kind of just hey, what is love? It was, I mean, it's standard. It was Shaft, you know.
Hey,
it's
pretty. What is love?
It was adorable. It was adorable. It was funny. And then there's the thing at the end.
Yeah, I was going to bring up at the end the second key is revealed.
Yeah, but I mean, it was like, okay, cool. We knew that was going to happen like forever ago.
But they actually brought it out, so.
Hey, Jay, did you watch the last Chew 2?
So, going back to side characters who get killed, Shu is at least still in Nisekoi. I have no idea what happened to what the fuck his name is. He's dead. We mentioned this before, but he's dead.
Oh, the side character. Yeah, they killed him. They killed him this season. But they also killed all semblance of a good story in this season of Chew 2. They killed Chew 2 in this season. They massacred it. Although, to be fair, I think I would say this is my favorite episode so far. But that's not saying anything good about the episode itself. It's only really because Dekamori is my favorite character, and this was.
And it didn't have a big reset button at the end of it.
And it doesn't yet have, exactly, it didn't reset yet. Like, they might finish it off and reset it in the beginning of the next one. But so far, they didn't reset it. It is progress. It is plot progress. Like, it is actual plot progress until, next episode where they'll probably reset it. Or they'll just ignore it. That honestly, that's probably what's going to happen. They'll just ignore it completely. No one will ever bring it up again. Like, that they had this moment where they came together and became friends. They'll just continue to fight and nothing will change. I think that's what's going to happen.
Continue the fight. The fight's over.
No, I meant the Dekamori and Mori.
Oh, yeah. Fuck it.
They'll
I already assumed that was going to happen, so I just didn't give a fuck.
They'll continue to just fight for no reason, and no one will ever bring up the point about how they, the one girl fought for the other girl, blah, 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 blah. They'll just ignore it completely, and it'll never be brought up. That's what I just think is going to happen. Because this season is awful. It's slowly killing, not slowly, it actually killed it pretty fast. It's just destroying it. It's like desecrating the grave repeatedly of the really good show that was Chew 2. Like, season 1 was a really solid show. I think I gave it an 8 or a 9, honestly. I enjoyed it a lot. I thought it was great.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
Then came this season, and it's just so bad. It's just nothing but episode after episode of plotless moe service. Which is great if that's what you're watching a show for. I mean, that's what Super Sonico is, and I'm loving Super Sonico.
Except
But
for that
this
last
Machu
episode.
was supposed to be more.
I feel
Except for the
that
last episode, the murder.
I'm gonna say in Super Sonico, I feel that they're fucking it up now.
What do you mean?
Just the last 2 episodes I've been pissed at.
Was it at the zombie episode?
No, it was the traveling episode. See how forgettable it is?
Oh, the traveling episode. Yeah. Well, I mean, I almost forgot my last. I forget shit. I don't know. I thought the travel episode I could see how you could not like it. I thought the last episode was pretty good. I thought the murder mystery was engaging.
It's not a murder mystery, even though it's set up like one.
Oh man. So total side note. So last night while I was taking a break between some homework I was doing, someone from my forums linked. I was like dumping links to mangas, like suggestion dumping. And so I opened one up randomly that they said was really good. It's like a medieval, it's like a medieval fantasy story. I'm like, oh, that sounds actually pretty interesting, you know. And so I open it up, and they have this like prologue and something about like it's like like there are these 12 heroes, and then 3 died, and 4 betrayed them, and there's like the 7 old heroes, blah blah blah. They have these hero stories, and skip forward 100 years, and now this kingdom's being invaded, and then it cuts to like the invading army. And then they go to their commander, and then so this is like page 3, and page 3 is their commander who's like 12 feet tall, just fucking a girl to death.
Thanks.
And it was weird. It was just like, what? That escalated quickly.
Thanks for that.
I had to mention that. I'll link it to you later.
I'll kill you.
It was very strange. It was weird.
On that note, that's it for the weekly watch this week. Tune in next week when we're gonna talk about I forgot the name. I just don't care.
You mean the best shoujo anime ever made? It's like hands down the best shoujo anime.
Kimi no Todoke. I'm Darkly 10,000. Goodbye.
Bye.
What the hell was that? That bye was like a burp.
I'm sorry, my bye was inadequate, Jay.